learners, now we will see the topic rescaling on devices. Let's take a look at an app given below across a few devices with different width screens. Here you can see the width of this app is that tablet is different. An iPhone at 640 pixels across and a Nexus 7 tablet in landscape at double that width 1280, and note that it rescales properly on both of these devices. Note this takes into account orientation as well. Here you can see the same app on tablet and on iPhone. It has been rescaled accordingly. The default scaling is to available screen width, so it will properly adjust when you flip the screen. There is also a height property on viewport which you could use instead of width to control the scaling based on the height, but of course most designs are built as width primary, that is, they are designed to scroll up and down. Now we see the changing viewport settings. Although typically viewport is only being set on load, you can actually play around with the viewport settings in the development tools to tweak it and get it just right. If I go into the web page and set the viewport meta element contents from the mobile dev tools, it will change the page as if it had been refreshed. However, and this is where it gets a bit confusing, the zoom level is maintained by the browser across pager refreshers. So when you change viewport settings in the source code and you are reloading, be sure to actually close the tab first. Don't just hit reload or it won't necessarily show the effects on the screen. For example, let us go back to our last bit of code and change that width to something really different. That's double the width to 1832. And now let's save that to the server and reload it on our mobile device. Our new viewport settings does not take effect. On the other hand, if we close the tab first and then reopen it, our new viewport setting now takes effect. So pro tip, always remember to close the tab.